Welcome and good morning to Mike Ferry TV. It is the week of January 14th. Boy, the days and weeks go by fast. I hope you're off to a fast start. I have to tell you, the interesting thing for me is the majority of our clients are doing a lot of business between January 2nd and today. They followed up on all the great leads they had from the fourth quarter. They've set appointments. They're going on listings. We need you to do the same. There's a lot of business out there. Don't let anything or anybody tell you there is not. There's a lot of business available. One of the fun parts of the work that I have done for the last 43, 44 years now is studying, talking to, listening to, questioning, spending time with people that are very successful real estate people. In the last 6 months or so, I focused on a group of about 95 people that are clients of my company that have earned in 2018, last year, in excess of $1 million a year in personal earnings as a real estate agent. Now, yes, some of these agents had a small team, some had a big team. The people with bigger teams were earning $3, $4, $5 million. The small teams were earning $1.5 million to say $2 million. And a lot of these are just great agents like yourself that have learned here what to say and what to do to be highly productive and have earned over $1 million in commissions. Now, I don't know what you're earning. I don't know how much you've earned in the past, but I have to tell you, earning $1 million takes a lot of work, a lot of energy, a lot of great thought, a lot of planning, and most importantly, a lot of action. So what I'm doing at the production retreat this week, and I'm doing this a little bit on Monday, today, and doing a lot of it tomorrow, I'm going through what I've defined as, and I have no better word, the 30 characteristics of these great people that I've met. These great people that we've trained, that we've coached, that we've worked with in many cases for many years. And there's no order of importance to this list that I've put together, but I've put together a list, and I guess now that I have up to 30 different characteristics, I guess that is the best word to use, of what makes them tick, what they do, how they think to become so successful. What I want to do today, what I want to do next week and the week after next, over the course of our next 3 weeks, is share with you each week 10 of those 30 characteristics. I'm going to ask you to write them down. I'm going to ask you to think about them. I'm going to ask you to have a strong conversation with yourself about these characteristics. I'm going to ask you to talk to your role play partners. If you're in a mastermind group, your mastermind. If you have accountability partners, talk to your accountability partners. Talk to your spouse. Talk to your broker manager if they support your production, which hopefully they will all support your production. Because the conversations about these particular characteristics are what embed them in your great subconscious mind, into your computer, so you can then, of course, respond and put these characteristics into your life. As you know, mindset, skills, activities, action. The mindset of I can versus I can't. The mindset of I can versus I won't. The skills, knowing what to do, what to say. The activities, which you and I both know, require a lot of work to be involved in activities that lead to listings and sales on a weekly basis. And then, of course, taking action every day. So all of these 30 points will be falling under the category of mindset, skills, activities, action. Let's go through the first 10 today. Let's see if we can get you to incorporate them into your subconscious mind and get you using them in your day-to-day work. No order of importance on these 30 points. Here's number one. They work non-stop on thinking big. Non-stop on thinking big. Okay. There's two ways to think. I can think big about what I can do, can accomplish, where I can go, what can happen in a positive way in my life, or I can think small, hoping to get by from day to day, week to week. Most real estate people don't think very big, and it's not because they don't want to, they don't know how to. Thinking big is a learned process. It's a step-by-step process you can follow to change how you think, to change the results you get. If somebody's earning $1 million a year, they're thinking a lot bigger than most people think. Number two, they focus on the big picture, okay? There's many pictures we carry around inside our mind. We picture ourselves as being a good real estate person. I hope that's your picture. We picture ourselves driving down the street, seeing a for sale by owner and thinking we can list that property, which of course you can. Or we picture ourselves as being a person that can never be highly productive, can never be very successful. These are pictures that we create. The big picture is your production, your income, your lifestyle. The people that are making $1 million a year have painted a picture that they look at all the time of the levels of success that they're going to achieve, that they're going to accomplish. They focus on the big picture. Number three, they don't sweat or worry about the small stuff. Somebody said one time, well, what is the big stuff in life? Birth and death. What's in between? The small stuff. People that make a lot of money don't sweat those little details. They're focused, of course, on getting the details done. They're focused on making sure they track their numbers. They're focusing on learning what to say. But these are really the small things in life, because once you've learned the numbers and once you've focused on what you have to say, the big picture is what you want to focus on. Don't sweat or worry about the small stuff. It's always going to be out there in your life. Number four, they think about what they can do, not what they can't do. I'll say to a real estate person, can you list 3, 4, 5 homes a month? Oh, I don't think I can do that. Well, you're right. When somebody tells me they can't do something, the vote is unanimous. Watch. Think about what you can do. Okay, what are your assets? What are your strengths? Make a list of them as this new year begins. Think about putting those assets, those strengths to work for you in your business, in your life every day. That's what you can do. But if you're not only thinking about what you can't do, you're going to be overwhelmed, you're going to be frozen, you're not going to accomplish, you're not going to move forward, you're not going to follow your schedule, you're not going to prospect. That's not the kind of life you want to live. Number five, they work daily on keeping negativity out of their business and their life. We live in a negative world. The news is negative, whether it be print news or listening to the radio or watching TV or having conversations with most people. The negativity is very strong. You got to keep the negativity out, which means sometimes you have to reduce the exposure you'd have to some of the people that you hang out with. If you walk in the office and you got a new listing in your hand and you say, gosh, I got a new listing, and somebody says, yeah, it'll never sell. That's not the kind of person you want to spend time with. Negativity is a very dangerous thing because it drags us down instead of building us up. Number six, they're very competitive. The millionaires are very competitive. You want to work with them, you want to work against them, because if you're working against a highly productive agent, you're going to learn from the experience, and you're going to win some of them, and you're going to lose some of them. But these people are competitive. They're going to do what it takes to make sure they win the game. They're not going to let one roadblock stop them. They're not going to let one rejection, one expired listing. They're not going to let a deal that falls apart stop them. They're competitive. They're going to go after the goals they've set, and they're going to achieve the goals they've set. Number seven, tremendous focus and energy on the goals they've set. Okay, you've got a goal for the year. Okay, why don't you write down right now, what is your goal for production? What is your goal for income? Okay, watch. Tremendous focus and energy on that goal. Okay, you're going to work 5 days a week, 5.5 days a week. Why not give it 5, 6, 7 hours of tremendous energy and focus to accomplish that goal that you've set? If you do it, and if it's true that you become what you think about, Earl Nightingale's famous quote, you're going to win the game and you're going to achieve the goals you've set. Number 8, they accept failure as part of the business. Part of the business. If they list 70% of the sellers that they present to, they feel it's a big win. And it is a big win. But that means 30% of the time they did not get the listing, or in essence they failed. But they don't focus on the failure, they focus on the success. If you prospect and you talk to 20 people and you only get one lead, 19 people basically said no. They failed 19 times. But remember that failure is part of the process of succeeding as a professional real estate person. Number 9, they exercise high levels of daily discipline. High levels of daily discipline. Boy, you got a schedule, you got to follow it. Okay? There's going to be interruptions. There's going to be, your cell phone's going to ring. Somebody's going to send you a text, an email. People in the office wander by. There's 100 interruptions that take place. You're late for an appointment. Then there's an accident. You can't get by it fast enough. I mean, this is called life. Watch. High levels of daily discipline. Follow your schedule and you win. You follow that schedule, you're going to win. And number 10 on today's list, don't accept a no when a yes is potentially still available. In selling, there's called what we refer to as the reflex no. Hi, are you thinking about selling your home? No. Oh, you're not wanting to sell your home? Well, yes, we are. People program themselves to say no. It's called a reflex no. Well, when you're told no and there's still a yes looming out there, you work to get to the yes. How do you get there? By asking good, sound, sales-oriented questions. Not by talking, by asking a lot of questions. So they work on nonstop on thinking big. They focus on the big picture. They don't sweat the small stuff. They think about what they can do, not what they can't do. They work daily on keeping negativity out of their life, push it aside. They're very competitive in their day-to-day work. Tremendous focus and energy on the goals that they've set. They accept failure as part of the business and as part of life, which it is. They exercise high levels of daily discipline, and they don't accept a no when a yes is available. So we are in day 1 of our 3-day production retreat here in Las Vegas. We have just a few under 2,000 people in the room in attendance. It's a great crowd. We have a great facility. We're at Caesar's Palace. They're having a great time. I wish you were here, but if you're not here, I'm going to be covering with you some of the things I cover with them over the next 3 weeks. Thanks for today. Happy New Year. Hope you're off to a fast start. If you're not off to a fast start, press your foot on the gas pedal and start today. Talk to you next week.